Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules and I'm here with a Christmas cozy mystery reading vlog. So I am ready to do some Christmas baking. I have some go-tos of my own that I make every single Christmas, but Joanne Fluke has a cookbook. So if you do not know who Joanne Fluke is, she is a cozy mystery writer and she has a very large baking cozy mystery series. So throughout all of those cozy mysteries, she has recipes. And the thing I like about the way she does hers is they're not just at the back of the book. So you don't like read the story and then they give you at the back of the book. Like, it gives you the recipes as you're reading the story. So if she is making something specific for an event or at her store, or if someone gives her a family recipe or things like that, all of those recipes are just like sprinkled in through the entire book. And I love that. So Joanne Fluke is one of my all-time favorite cozy mystery writers. She's the first one that got me into cozies. So I have almost all of her books. I think there's only two. The most recent releases I do not have yet. And I haven't read them all. I have not read them all. I think originally when me and my sister and my mom were reading them, I think I got to maybe book 16-ish, maybe. Obviously there is a whole lot more now. Yeah, and I decided to collect them because I do plan on reading them, and I started over and I'm rereading them. So I think I'm only on like book 6 or 7 now. So I do need to start reading some more of those. But that aside, I own the Lake Eden recipe book. So this is a cookbook. It is based off of her cookie shop in Lake Eden, Minnesota, which is where this whole series takes place. First of all, there's a map of Lake Eden. I love that. But it starts with like a story, you know? So like this first chapter is actually like, it's a story. So this says Dolores Swenson's 4th annual Christmas cookie exchange luncheon, and Dolores is Hannah's mother. So it has an appetizer course, which has like 3 recipes, main course, dessert course, and then it goes into some of the recipes. And then later on you get, and it's like after the luncheon, so there may be a chapter where the girls are talking about, you know, what they're gonna make for this cookie exchange, but it is chock full of recipes. I do wanna try at least maybe a couple recipes out of this cookbook. A book that was not on my radar, that when I went to grab this one off my shelf, I saw this and I forgot that I picked this up. So this is Christmas Sweets. They don't have this on audio, so I have to eyeball read this, but this is actually 3 short stories. 2 of the authors are my favorites. So we have The 12 Desserts of Christmas by Joanne Fluke. So it says, it's a perfect mix of naughty and nice when 2 love-struck boarding school teachers watch 6 kids over Christmas break. But when someone wants the cozy couple's romance to burn out faster than a scorched fruitcake, it's Hannah Swenson to the rescue. The second story is Nightmare on Elf Street by Laura Levine. I have not read from that author. Aside from the mortifying costume, how bad can a gig as a mall Santa's elf be? Janie Austen finds out when she's teamed up with the Santa from hell. But things go from bad to worse when he's found murdered, and Janie is suspected of being the naughty one. Janie Austen. So I did look up, and Laura Levine has a large series, and it's a Janie Austen writer's mystery series. So probably why I haven't picked it up, because I don't know that that's really my jam on cozy mysteries. But and then the third is The Christmas Thief by Leslie Meyer. I collect her series as well, which is the Lucy Stone series. This says Elizabeth Stone is ready for a white Christmas in Tinker's Cove, Maine, until a fancy Yule ball at the Florida hotel where she works dumps snow on her plans. Okay, so this is actually so Elizabeth is Lucy Stone's daughter, and where I'm at in the series right now, Elizabeth is still in high school, so, or middle school, no, high school, but she doesn't have a job, so I don't know how old she is in this. So that's one thing I like about cozy mysteries, when you stick with them, when it's a same series and it's a big series, it's the same, it's like a progression. It's like growing up with a family, you know? So the Lucy Stone series, the kids have started, they're little when it starts, and as we're going along, they're growing up. So we're just following them along their journey. So I love that. So I'm interested to see how old Elizabeth seems to be. It says the sponsor's jewels have gone missing and the police are asking about her ties to a cute mystery guest. Good thing Elizabeth's mother, Lucy Stone, flew down to surprise her. Lucy is the main character in Leslie Meyer's series. I am excited to get to this one, so I'll have to let you know how it goes. And also this one from Joanne's Story has recipes. So all the recipes. I love books with recipes. I just do. Another cozy that I just started the audio for is 'Twas the Knife Before Christmas. This is book 2 in the Christmas Tree Farm Mysteries. Book 1 is the 12 Sleighs of Christmas, and it is just a super fun time. I really enjoyed that one, so I wanted to go ahead and continue in the series. The whole series is Christmas themed. It is based around this Christmas tree farm that Holly's parents own. So in this story, Holly's friend, Catherine, I think her name's Catherine. Don't quote me on that, but Holly's friend owns a cupcake bakery, and someone is found dead behind her bakery with one of her knives as the weapon. So that's all I know. So far, we've already found the body. That's all I know so far. But it has just the best Christmas vibes to it. Everything about it screams Christmas. Love it. So I am actually going to go do some shopping to get some ingredients for baking. This time of year, I usually just get the basics: sugar, flour, eggs, butter, chocolate chips. I like to get extra cocoa, powdered sugar, things like that. Sometimes I just grab random, like, you know, pie fillings or cake mixes or whatever, because I just never know what my recipes are going to be that I'm going to make. So I just kind of get a little bit of everything. That way I have it on hand. So I'm going to go take inventory of what I have, and then I'm going to go to the store and get some baking supplies, and we're going to start doing some baking. I did my grocery shopping. I got home, put all my groceries away. Did some dishes because I needed to clean before I destroy the kitchen again. I made myself a little snack. I did meat, cheese, crackers. I'm gonna have my snack and then I'm gonna bake. So I am actually, the first cookie I'm going to make is Cherry Chocolate Sweethearts. This is out of the Christmas Crush that I read. So the cookies are not going to be in this vlog. This baking is not going to be in this vlog because I have a Christmas romance vlog that I read this in. So the cookies are going to be in that vlog. So if you want to see the outcome of these cookies, you'll have to go over there. Updates on the book I'm reading. So I am 56% through the audio. So Holly's friend is obviously the #1 suspect because of the knife has only her fingerprints on it. And they have a bunch of other evidence that is stacked up against her. So she's in hot water. So they have actually arrested her friend. So Holly's distraught over that and is kind of mad at the detective, who is kind of her starting to be love interest. So she's frustrated with him because she knows her friend didn't do it. And he, obviously it's his job. He said, we have to go with what the evidence says. And so she also feels like he's keeping some secrets from her, which he kind of is, which those were just revealed, which I can't tell you. Yeah. And then she also has a childhood friend who's a guy that might also have some interest in her. So I don't know if there's going to be like a love triangle going on in this one or not. Like sometimes that happens in cozies, but usually that happens in cozies. I'm enjoying it so far. It's good. It actually had a part right now where she's getting threatened and it was kind of creepy. I also wanted to share some treats that I found at Aldi. I love going to Aldi. They always have the best like holiday stuff. So I found these mini waffle cones that are filled with smooth peppermint flavored chocolate. These are actually really good. I don't like to just eat peppermints. That's gross. But I like peppermint flavored holiday treats. I don't know why. I just do. And then I got vanilla dipped peppermint pretzel stars. These are delicious. I have not tried these yet, but I get these every year. These are some of my favorite snacks. Yep, they're good. Then I also found these gingerbread hearts. They are heart-shaped gingerbread with an apricot fruit filling coated with milk chocolate. Fun fact about me, I like to try new things. Snacks. preferably. If it is a new snack I have not tried, I want to try it. I've actually subscribed to a snack box. It was like Universal Yums, I think is the one I got. So it was a monthly box that would come, and it was each month was a different country, and you would try snacks from those countries, and we did it for like well over a year. So I ended up stopping it once we like started getting duplicates. But these are good. So they're pretty good size, and they're soft. So it's like a soft gingerbread inside of it, and then there's apricot. Look at it. Yeah, they're good. Delicious. Then I found these chocolate truffles, and I'm assuming these designs are stamped on top of that, but are those not the cutest? They have sticky toffee pudding, cookie crunch, cinnamon bun, and strawberry crunch. Adorable. One thing that I always get every season is the Lindor peppermint white chocolate truffles. These are my favorite, but I don't like, and it's funny because I don't like white chocolate. I feel like it's too sweet for some reason. So like usually I'm just not a white chocolate fan. The only time I eat white chocolate is in Christmas season with these, or with these. Like these are coated in the white almond bark. This is the only kind of white chocolate that I like, is when it's paired with peppermint. I don't know why. But it's a thing. And I don't eat peppermint anytime except during the holiday season. I just wanted to share my snacks with you. I love snacks. Hey friends, hey. I'm here with a quick update. So I finished 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and I'm giving it 4 stars. I'm really having a good time with this series. I just love all of the like Christmas festivities and the Christmas tree farm. I love the relationship between her and the cop. And the cop's sister is now in town because she's kind of on the hideout from somebody. So it kind of incorporates something that's happening with his sister. So it seems like he's hiding secrets, but he's really not. But Holly seems to think he is, and then he obviously has to explain everything, and he said it wasn't his story to tell. So the sister is now staying with Evan because she needs to be away from what's happening in Boston where they're from. So I'm really enjoying this series, so I want to continue. I was going to start We Wish You a Murderous Christmas by Vicki Delaney, which is book 2. The first book in that is Rusty Murdered Gentleman, I think is the name of it. And I read that one last year, and I also really liked it. And it is also a year-round Christmas, which I had mentioned, I think, at the beginning of this. Anyway, I'm not going to read that now because they're just too similar. So they're both books around small towns that are Christmas all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and binge the Christmas Tree Farm series. There's only 5 books in the series. I've already read the first 2, and I'm already halfway through the 3rd book. So we're just going to binge those for this vlog. And the 5th book just was released in November of this year. So I will have it binged, and I will have it all caught up. That way, if any new ones come out, then I'm already caught up in the series. And then I'm just going to save this other series and read it either in Christmas in July, because I'll probably do a Christmas in July again, or next Christmas. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. So the 3rd book that I started is called Slashing Through the Snow. So Holly's parents own the Christmas Tree Farm, but then they also started building an inn on the property. And the plan is for Holly to run the inn. So in 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, the inn was still being like worked on and wasn't quite ready yet. In this book, the inn is now ready, and Holly's in charge of it. So she's running the inn. So basically there's a reporter who does pieces on businesses and kind of like makes them look bad. So that's kind of her niche, is that she will like go places and either visit them to try their food or visit their inns to stay at their inns or their store and just like see how their customer service is or see how their products are. And then she usually rakes them over the coals and tries to make them look bad. So obviously not many people like her. So Cookie got overheard talking to Holly about how someone should hit that lady upside the head with some holiday cheer with this item. And I'm not gonna say what the item is, but and that's what happens. So her friend Cookie is now the prime suspect of this murder. So it seems like every year the murders happen very close to where their family's businesses are, and it's always somebody close to them that is getting framed for these murders. So basically that's what we're at. And Evan's sister is in a relationship now with Holly's friend, so it's kind of fun. And then they're doing like a big huge toy drive thing, so there's people donating all these presents, and Holly offered to like wrap all these, and now she's like behind. She has all these presents to wrap, and so they just have all her friends are coming over for this big like Christmas wrapping party, and it just sounds like such a fun time. Anyway, I'm loving it. So like I said, I'm 50% through, so I will come back when I have more thoughts on it, and then I'm just gonna keep burning through this series, y'all. Good morning, friends. I have updates. Actually, I say good morning. It's about to be afternoon. I'm off today. So I have some PTO days that I need to burn. I'm having my coffee. I'm having peppermint mocha. I actually slept in today. I did wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to let the dog out. I was actually able to sleep after the sun was already up. I woke up and I was like, what time is it? It was like 8:30. Who am I? I have not slept in till 8:30 in, I cannot tell you how long. Months. Anyway, I'm working my Advent puzzle. I did not get a chance to do day 9 yesterday, so I just finished that. Working on day 10 now. And it's looking so good. Me and my daughter are going to go get facials. Her friend is, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but her friend is in esthetician school. I don't think I did. I may have marked somebody that. Yeah, I can't keep track of who I tell what. But her friend is in esthetician school, and so they have like $10 facials you can go do. So we're gonna go get a facial. Let me update you. So I just finished slashing through the snow. I'm giving it 5 stars. So we just continue to follow Holly while she is trying to find the correct killer and clear Cookie's name. And Holly's friend Ray's mom is getting married, so they are like planning this wedding, like this Christmas wedding, and they want Cookie to be able to come to that, so she's trying to like hurry and get this all like taken care of. So that's just fun, just like the Christmas wedding planning stuff, and then in the festivities, and then, you know, her obviously figuring out who the killer is. And actually in this one, she did not figure out who the killer is. Her detective boyfriend did. It just had a sweet ending. Evan did something super sweet for her. And it was just really fun. And yeah, I'm excited to continue in the journey. There are 2 more books left. And the next one is Stalking Around the Christmas Tree. Stalking as in S-T-A-L-K. So I'm about to go get ready, and we're gonna leave, go get our facials, and then come back. I have movie night tonight with Gwen. I can't remember what we're watching, but we're watching a movie. So yeah, I'll check back later when I have more thoughts on the next book. Friends, I'm back with an update showing my new earrings. Aren't they so cute? Little cocoa cups. So fun. Yesterday went by really fast. Why is it when you're off work, the days like go by so fast, but then when you have to work, they just like creep by? So annoying. Anyway, so yesterday we had a great time getting our facials. That was fun. My face felt so good afterwards. It actually even still feels so good. It was so hydrated. Love it. So by the time we got home from our facials, it was time like that I would normally be off work. So we went to the gym and worked out, came home, did the usual, made dinner, all that. Watched a Christmas movie with Gwen last night. For her Patreon, we watched Christmas Island. It was pretty cute. I missed a good chunk of it because I had to clean up some stuff for my mom, but that's beside the point. And then after that was over, you know how on Netflix, when after you watch a movie, it pulls up like other recommendations or whatever. It has been pulling up this romance, Irish Wish. And so, you know, since we just got back from Ireland, we were like wanting to watch it. So we went ahead and put that on. It was fun seeing places on the movie that we have actually been to. So I was like, we've been there. We like literally stood there on that cliff. It was so cool. So we had fun watching that last night. So I just worked today and didn't get a lot of reading done, really. Honestly, I just did kind of some budgeting stuff and then you know, figuring out what I have left to get for Christmas. So I got to 40% in the next cozy. So in this one, the town is planning this big special event that I cannot tell you about because it would be a spoiler, but it's something very exciting. And then there is a Nutcracker ballet that is come to do performing. So the main dancer ends up losing her part due to being killed. So they're basically just trying to figure that out. And then Evan's sister is acting kind of strange, and she confesses to Holly that she has been getting these like anonymous letters in the mail. They're not really threats per se, but like just kind of suspicious. And she's worried because the ballet dancer that died looks like her. So she thinks that maybe someone was actually coming to kill her and killed the wrong person by mistake. So the sister, because the sister had something going on with a case from Boston where she used to live, where her and Evan used to live. So we're just kind of dealing with that. I'm having a good time with it. The vibes are still good. Obviously it's Christmassy all the time, so I'm loving it. So right now I'm getting ready to make some protein donuts for my husband, and then I have sprints tonight on Gwen's Patreon channel, and I don't know what I'm going to read yet. I don't think I'm going to read my cozy. I think I'm going to take a break from this, and I think I'm going to read my Christmas horror novella that I started. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna read tonight. So that is all my updates for now, but I'll check back later. Hello. It's been a hot minute. It has been 3 days since I have updated for this vlog, and I haven't really read much in those 3 days. So I have 2 vlogs going at the same time. Who am I? I don't know. So I have a Christmas thriller vlog that I'm reading for, and I have this Christmas cozy vlog that I'm reading for. And I'm just like, it's hard to keep track of what I'm doing. I don't know how people are vlogging every day for Christmas. Like, I could never. I can't even keep track of this. Anyway, what I did manage to do is make a recipe out of this cookbook. So I made the chocolate overload cookie bars. Now I will say, I don't really feel like they're cookie bars. I feel like they're cheesecake bars. The bottom crust is like a cookie, but the filling part of it is like, it's cheesecake, okay? They're still good, but I think they should have been called chocolate overload cheesecake bars. But, so I will show you what they look like. Now, before I do that, the recipe called for a 9x13 pan. I could not find my 9x13 pan to save my life. I'm pretty sure Haley took it to a friend's house and it never made it back home. So I'm gonna have to get a new one. So the pan that I had was a little bit smaller. So I probably should just not have put all of the ingredients in the pan and like put some in like a smaller little pan. Anyway, the crust was thicker than it probably needed to be, and so was the filling. So they're thick. Thicker than a Snickers bars is what they are. Here they are. Look. So this is I don't think this needed to be this thick. or this. So I think they need to be like, if you cut like half of that off, they need to be a little smaller. Okay. These are thick. Still very good. Still very good. But the bottom crust, it's, even my husband said, he's like, the crust is a little too much. Anyway, they did turn out good. They're a little too chocolatey for me because, you know, I don't really like chocolate that much, but overall still really good. So at least I got that. There was a couple other recipes there. I definitely want to try more out of this. There's even the next recipe is some lovely lemon bar cookies. Those would be really good too. So there's this recipe in there. They're called multiple choice cookie bars. They actually sound really good. So there's 4 different columns, right? And in the first column, column A has like graham cracker crumbs, vanilla wafers, chocolate wafers, animal crackers, sugar cookie crumbs, basically your crumbs, right? Column B is chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, peanut butter chips, raisins, M&Ms. And then column C is flaked coconut, Rice Krispies, marshmallows, cornflakes. And then column D is any kind of nuts, walnuts, peanuts, pecans, cashews. And you pick one item out of each column to make a cookie bar. It's like science with baking. And you can do a bunch of different combinations. I thought that was really fun. So I would like to try those. But my dog is downstairs whining because he can't see me because he has anxiety. I have not read any in this, nor do I know if I will get to this, because literally, y'all, Christmas is a week away. Christmas is a week away. And I still have one whole other Christmas romance vlog that I would like to read for. I have 3 other books that I still would like to read this month. And I'm still working on my Christmas thriller vlog. So I still have 1 more book to read for that. And then I have 3 other books, romance books, that I want to read for that vlog. So I'm running out of time. And I don't have an audio for this. So obviously I would have to eyeball read it. I know it's 3 stories, but it's almost 400 pages. So I don't know if I'm going to get to this or not. At least not for the vlog. So I don't remember, because it's been a while since the last update I did, and I haven't edited that yet, so I'm not even sure what I said in the last video. But I was reading the second to the last book in the Christmas Tree Farm mysteries. So they were planning a big event. They caught the killer. Everything worked out. The gist of it. So I did start the last book in the series, which I don't know if it's going to be the last book. It's the last book that's released right now. And it is I'll Be Home for Mischief. And Holly's running the inn. And it's Christmas. It's always Christmas on the Christmas Tree Farm. But her mother has entered a contest to try and make the world's largest gingerbread man. We're talking a ginormous gingerbread man. So it's kind of fun. So like everybody's like helping her get all these ingredients together and like try and make a big mold for it. So yeah, somebody ends up dead in the big gingerbread man. He's not baked yet, but he's in the dough. So they're basically trying to solve the crime. And then, so her mom had made like 1,000 like little gingerbread men cookies, to give out like at this big event, whatever. Kind of like just a big celebration that they made this big gingerbread cookie and like give those out. Well, somebody has stolen all of those. And then someone has also stolen all of the Christmas presents that are the toys and things that are donated at the end. Like Holly has a drop off where people drop off the presents, and then her friends get together and they wrap all these presents and everything. Someone has stolen everything. So that's where I'm at now. There is a local old timer resident who is being accused of the murder, and Holly knows he didn't do it. So obviously she's trying to figure out who did. But having a good time with it. I should finish it soon. I did do some more baking tonight though. Obviously it was my own recipe. So Gwen hosted, we're doing cookie and reading sprints. So we're supposed to be sprinting right now, but I'm updating my vlog. But so we all baked cookies together. So Gwen came on and she was baking cookies, and then all of us pick our own recipe, whatever we wanted to bake. So I made Fruity Pebble cookies from scratch, and they're very easy and very good. That was fun. I had a good time, like just chatting with everybody about what we're baking, and then we've all posted our pictures in the Discord. So just a good time. So I've gotten my baking fix in today. I also had a very busy day today because I was off work today, but I had to go get my daughter's car inspected and go to the DMV, which was never fun. So my daughter got pulled over on our way home from work late at night because her right front headlight flickers. It's got like a, it gets moisture in it. There's like a leak somewhere. And so like it kind of flickers sometimes. But, so a cop saw it, pulled her over because it was late after work. Came up to her and he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And she's like, is it my headlight? Like, is my headlight flickering? And he's like, well, yes. He said it is. He goes, but also your tags are expired. And she's like, what? And so she came home. She's like, did you know my tags are expired? I was like, no. So we always, always, always get the cards in the mail. As soon as we get them, we renew our tags. We did not get a card in the mail. I'm like, we just didn't. I did not misplace it. I know we have never, ever, ever been late on renewing our tags, ever. So I was not expecting to do that on my day off. So I did do that. And when I went to the DMV, I told her I didn't get a card. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I think they're getting lost or they're just not sending them. I was like, what? She's like, a lot of people aren't getting them. And I was like, okay. So just a FYI, maybe check the month of your expiration on your tags in case you don't get a card in the mail. Write it down. So I will now be doing that. So I'm not relying on the cards anymore. Yeah, so I did that, and then I did a little bit of Christmas shopping. I just need to start wrapping stuff. And I do have some things I want to get out to some of my friends, some of my book friends that I got to mail out. So I got to do that too. How is Christmas next week? I don't know. Okay, y'all, I'm going to finish this book and then I'm going to wrap up this vlog because I got to start on another one. Hello, I am back with some final updates. I don't know if I showed you guys these earrings or not, but these are my little book stack Christmas earrings. Aren't they so cute? I finished I'll Be Home for Mischief. I'm giving it 5 stars. This whole series is just fantastic. It just has the best Christmas vibes. And I think I gave them all 5 stars except the second book. I think the second book I only gave 4 stars only. That's still really good for a cozy. So the series overall is just fantastic. Highly recommend picking it up. So in the last book, her mom was trying to do the world record for the biggest gingerbread man. And obviously that wasn't going to work because the dough was ruined because there was dead body in it. So she wasn't going to be able to do that. And the people that do the world record happened to still be there, and they were like trying to figure out something else that the town could do to like be a different type of record. So then they did find something that it was going to be like a really time crunch thing that they were going to have to see if everybody in the town would be willing to do it. But they were able to get everybody on board and do this big thing that they could beat a world record for their town. So that was a lot of fun. And then all the missing presents did get returned, and found out what happened with that. And then obviously the killer was caught, and all is well in the Christmas tree farm. So I actually finished this a couple of days ago, but had a unexpected event happen in the family. So I had mentioned that my day off Wednesday had to deal with all the car and all that. And then Thursday morning I woke up, and our dog Sadie that has bladder cancer, she was just really whining, and she wasn't getting up to go outside, and she couldn't even move. So she wasn't couldn't stand up. And I don't know what was causing the pain. I knew that something was wrong with her, and she was just not herself. And then a couple days before that, she had stopped eating. So, which is not like her at all. She will never pass up a bowl of food, ever, ever. So yeah, so I knew something was going on with her. And then me and my husband had talked about it, and we had discussed that after the first of the year, we were going to go ahead and schedule an appointment, to send her over the Rainbow Bridge, because, we don't know how much pain she's in, and the bladder cancer, we know eventually, there's no fix for it. So she had other plans for us apparently. And so we did end up having to go say goodbye to her on Thursday. And it was very hard. I'm not going to talk much about it because it's still really fresh. Really sucks that we had to do that. But I know that she is in a better place. She's completely healed now, and she is just running wild and free with all the other dogs up in heaven. So it's been a different couple of days trying to adjust. The routine is off. When you're used to a set routine for so long with this, 4 dogs, and we have routines for everything. And then, it just kind of sucked when I went to feed them. I have one empty bowl because they all have their own bowls, and her bowl is just sitting on the table empty. And then letting them outside, it's just, the routine is just a lot faster because she would be out there for so long, walking around and squatting, and she would just take a long time. And so it was a lot faster. And obviously I didn't have to do the whole diaper routine before bed. And so it was different. Not that it's going to be, it's definitely going to be better for me, not having to do those things, but it's still just, I miss her. So we were hoping to get one more Christmas with her. That was my goal, is for her to last at least through Christmas. And she was like, joke's on you, Mom, that's not happening. So we do not have her for this Christmas, which kind of sucks because we were getting ready to go get their Christmas presents. And I had mentioned to my daughter, I was like, grab 3 toys. And she's like, 3. And I was like, I didn't want to say anything. And then she turned around and was like, oh. So we will be missing her this Christmas. But again, I know that she's in a better place. I don't want to cry anymore. So I'm going to stop talking about that. But I am going to end this vlog here because I've had this going for a hot minute and I just want to get it done. I did not get to the short story book that I wanted to read that had the 3 Christmas, stories in it. But I will definitely save that for maybe Christmas in July because I do plan on doing that again. I had a good time with that, or next year, either way. And I'm actually really glad that I completed this whole series instead of starting another Christmas series. I really enjoyed being able to say I read the whole series. The series is done. And I actually think going forward in 2025, I'm going to try to complete cozy series. Some of those I know are very long. So like my Joanne Fluke and my Leslie Meyer books, I'm not going to get through those series yet because there's, 30 of them. Or more. But if it's a series that only has, 6 to 10 books in it, and I start it and I like it, I'm probably just going to try and finish it. So while I do love doing the Reading First in a Cozy series vlogs, I don't know how many of those I will do next year, only because that's just making my list of series I want to try way longer. So I don't want to start a series and not finish it. I do know one of the series I am planning on reading next year is the Noodle Shop Mystery series, because I know that Hannah, the Teacher's TBR, her Comfy Cozy Book Club is going to be reading those next year, the whole series. So I'm going to read that with them. I have already read the first in a series on that. I might reread it. I'm not sure because I think they're starting that in January, or I may just jump in where I left off after I read the first one. But I find if I've read, and honestly, the reason I was only doing reading the first in the series is because I was trying to get through all of my mom's cozies that I had. And I think I only have a few left that I haven't read, and they were ones I didn't have audio for. So at this point, I'm just going to start plucking away on the Cozy Mystery series that I want to read. So I am still planning on doing Cozy Mystery vlogs. I'm just not sure what that's going to look like in 2025. So that is going to be it for this vlog. Let me know in the comments below if you have read this series. If you have, how'd you like it? If you made it this far in the video, put a Christmas tree because it was the Christmas Tree Farm mystery. And until my next video, friends, be yourself, be awesome, be kind. Bye.